The CS market has been up only for quite a while, but recently we've seen some crashes pretty much across the board. Evil Genius's Hollow kind of foretold us that thing got to like $400, crashed 50% of it pretty much in a day, and we're seeing a lot of play skins, all the factory new ones that did extremely well, crashing in price as well. And part of the reason for this is simply because they went up a ridiculous amount in price. Let me go back and pick one of these skins to look at. We'll look at the M4 Nightmare. And I don't want to be like, oh, panic, sell everything, it's over. But it does really show just how much everything has gone up in price. Can stuff continue to go up? Sure. But we did hit this peak, $154 for this thing. Back to $118, but it still doesn't seem that bad because this thing was $57 a month ago. It's still doubled in price over the past month. Now, just look at the chart. Look how crazy this is. It doesn't seem like anybody wants to sell it right now. It seems like everybody is buying. But I will say we are kind of getting to that point where taking profits is the very safe thing to do. And me personally, I have taken profit recently on my M4 Poseidon. Now, it is just one skin, but it's gotten to be so expensive. I bought this thing for $1,000 and it's $3,500, and I did sell it. And let me actually show you guys how I sold it, because I sold it for actually above the cheapest listed price for an insta-sell as well, and it was on Skin Place. They sponsored this video, but I sell skins here. So, I mean, they're a sponsor of the channel, but this is how I sell my skins as well. So, let me tell you guys about them. To cash out instantly for PayPal, crypto, and bank transfers, check out Skin.Place. Skin.Place gives you fair prices for every single skin you have, and is an insanely easy process. Here's how it works. Just click the skins you want to sell, enter your crypto address or whatever you need to do, and then you just get sent a trade offer, accept it, and receive your money in about 20 minutes. It's the best way to sell CS2 skins no matter what size your inventory is. Get a 3% bonus on selling your skins with that link at the top of the description. But yeah, just to show you guys, once again, I did sell. I sold for $31.97 plus a $63 bonus, so $32.60 was the final price that I got for it. And if you actually go on Price Empire, you could see on CS Float, there's one listed for $10 below that. So technically, I could just, well, in a week, I could use this money and buy one for $10 cheaper. I just saved myself $10. But the reason why I decided to sell this thing and why I think the market should go through a chill out period in the next month or so is because if we zoom out and look at the all-time high chart, or just the all-time chart of this thing, look, I bought in March of, I looked at it the other day, I believe it was March of 2024. So yeah, it was like $1,000. I just looked at my Steam trade history. It was like $1,100 or something, and it is. I sold it for $32.60. So I made $2,200, which is ridiculous for just like a year's time, a year and a half's time. I over doubled my investment, and this is what the chart looks like. Now the reason I sold here is because look, the CS market goes through a lot of these high periods, just consolidation for a super long time, absolutely blows up. Over the next few weeks, it simmers back down to levels that are more respectable, sometimes comes all the way back down to those pre-hype levels that it was at, then consolidates some more. It goes through the same thing again. The Poseidon, old Operation skins, a ton of different skins have gone through this a million times. You can see there's one time of it happening, there's two times of it happening. Here's a quick third time where it happened, and I actually was tempted to sell here. Thank God I didn't, and got all the way up here. And here's essentially a third and fourth time it happened. So in my mind, I made $2,200. Sure, I could keep holding. I could hold for another 2 years. But in my mind, I just think I can get a better entry. This thing is going completely parabolic. You're going to see some sellers in here. The thing is with these high tier skins, they tend to go through much bigger moves, and the moves are sometimes super drawn out. So this thing could easily consolidate like at this level or somewhere near it. It is an old Operation Play skin. There is a lot of demand for it. It is factory new. There's not a ridiculous amount of them out there, only a couple thousand in factory new. So there's not that many of them. But with just my mindset, when something goes up this quickly in price, when it's this fast of a move, I really don't like holding through it, because every time I expect something like this to happen. I will say if it comes back down to the $2,000 level, I will 100% be buying another one of these. I'll probably be buying two of them. But I'm very happy with my profits for now. Now, the kind of thing is here, and I've done this with a couple of skins. I sold my Deagle Blaze a couple of weeks ago as well, and I have the hiccups again, as per usual in my videos, but it's another skin that has kind of gone through this massive move. And to me, When something goes through a massive move and then it starts like doing one of these, you could see buyers are clearly not in control here. You've got the price slowly going down. It really hit this peak level, and it doesn't look like people are really willing to dump a ton of money into it anymore, which makes sense because it's extremely expensive and it's gone up a lot of money in just the past couple of months. When things come back down to pre-hype levels, you want to buy during the boring parts, and then when the hype comes over, then you sell. Either way, it's a way you're not going to lose money. And, I mean, everybody's trying to make money in this game, with skins especially. So, if you're trying to make money, that's the way you want to do it, just to be safe. I will say with a lot more expensive play skins, and I've covered stuff like this before, like your Wild Lotuses, your Gungnir's, your Dragon Lores. I haven't sold my Dragon Lore, obviously, and I have no intention to, because super, super expensive skins like this tend to consolidate a lot better. This is a 2-year chart. Sure, it goes through these dips, but the dips are not that crazy. It's like 10, 15, wait, 10, I guess that's a 20% dip, actually. That was kind of a lot, but I don't think we're ever going to see anything too crazy with the D-Lore like that happen again. I think maybe it could come back down to 6,700 again. I think 6 grand is too low. I don't think it's getting there anytime soon. Super high tier skins tend to hold up extremely well. You could see the long-term chart is just up and up and up. I have no desire to sell this thing, but you could tell this is a lot different looking than the Poseidon chart, which is why I decided to sell that thing. I want to get in at a lower price. And maybe me making videos saying I want to get in at a lower price is kind of stopping me from doing it. Maybe you guys are scooping up all the good deals when I'm trying to get them. But either way, that's where we are. I also have a Gold Arabesque. This is a little bit of a different skin. A lot of the high tiers just do different things. I bought this thing for $4,400 about 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago. And in my mind, I actually want to sell this thing for $6K. I can't get $6K for it quite yet on Skin Place, but I'm sure I'll be able to soon. I kind of want to hold this, though. I think it's held up a lot better than the M4 Poseidon. Sure, it's gone through some, really quick moves, but it's another skin where I don't see this thing coming back down to $2,800 anytime soon. $4,700, maybe. $4,500, maybe. It's at like $6,400, or I guess 6 grand right now. I don't think that's going to happen for a while. Once again, I think these high tier play skins just hold up a lot better. For the cheaper stuff, though, the cheaper stuff with mass supply, like your M4 Nightmares, your Buzz Kills, your stuff like that can definitely come back down in price a lot quicker. So I would definitely be more careful with stuff like that. I actually have sold a bunch of random stuff like Op Asimovs and stuff like that on the Steam market because I did want to stock up on a bunch of random items from the Armory collection that are getting removed extremely soon. I bought a bunch of stickers. I'm going to be using this money to buy cases. Which I've covered in other videos as well, but the gallery case, I'm going to be stocking up on these. I'm hoping it gets back down to $1.50, if not lower. I've covered this before, but on September 17th, this is kind of how it played out. The news dropped, these spiked in price, everybody wanted to get them, and I assume when the news dropped, everybody wanted to spend their stars on these because they just became so much more profitable. So I think in 1 week, when all those cases are tradable that people spent their stars on, as soon as the news dropped on September 17th, that this price is going to come back down, maybe not to $1, but hopefully like $1.20, $1.30, somewhere around there. And that's where I'm going to be selling, or I guess using my Steam balance rather to scoop up a ton of these cases. Once again, covered this in another video, but I will cover it again. If you go back and look at the Operation Riptide case, the Broken Fang case, the Shattered Web case, these are extremely expensive cases. The Riptide case does have some good knives, I don't know. That's probably why it's the most expensive of the three. We'll look at like the Shattered Web and the Broken Fang case as well. I think it's just called Shattered Web case. Yeah, but these old Operation cases, they're so limited. They're worth so much money, and I think the same exact thing is going to happen with the Armory. Limited and consumable items in this game are the best performing. That's just it. That's just how it is. Look at any of these old Operation cases, and they're doing extremely well. Even if the I don't even remember the name of the case. The gallery case gets to like $3. You've doubled your money if you invest. That's insane. Buy 1,000 of them. You could very easily sell them on the Steam market. They are pretty liquid. I think they'll still be pretty liquid if you want to sell them on the Steam market. You could see, even in an old case like the Wildfire case with the garbage Bowie knife, there's hundreds of buy orders just a few cents below the actual selling price. So that's why I like cases. They're easy to sell on the Steam market. Maybe not so much so for cash. It's a few extra steps, but they're easy to sell. That's why I like buying them. I also stocked up on a bunch of stickers. I put a lot of them in my storage containers as well, but I am a big fan of these. The old Operation stickers have done extremely well as well, so I figured why not stock up on these. People like them for crafts as well too, so that's where we're at right now. If some of you, or if one of you has $320, buy my Moto gloves so I could actually buy more cases. Going to be selling some more stuff to stock up there as well. That's where I'm at for the market right now. Stay safe, take your profits on some older stuff, and just like me, maybe move your money into something new like the gallery case when it hopefully gets to $1.50 or $1.30 on September 17th. So that's going to wrap it up for this one. Skin Place, link at the top of the description. Check them out. Insta sell your skins for a great price. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.